Hi there! If you liked the previous video about infantilization and parent and infant dynamic between partnership relationships, you might want to hear more about it. And in this video, I will briefly point out the typical behaviors that characterize such relationships. This typically includes harsh criticism of the caretaking partner to the infantilized one. It may include any of the partners feeling threatened by a person's independence or their life outside this relationship. And it can create situations when one of the partners has to rely on the other partner for a certain thing that is typically common for an adult person to do. So I'm not speaking about people with disabilities or with traumas or with other preferences, that have an agreement that this partner always takes this part and this partner always takes this part of any obligations, but what would typically be expected from an adult person to be able to do for themselves in the everyday life. In example, one partner cannot be responsible for the whole diet of the other partner. In case, yes, it may not be shared responsibility. Your husband may cook way better than you, and it is very expected for them to be the chef of the family, right? But if you are not being able to have a meal, if your partner isn't at home or haven't finished their duty towards you, right, then this might be a sign that something might be wrong in your relationship, and you might want to check that out. This dynamic of parentifying one of the partners or infantilizing the other partner is a dysfunctional dynamic in the relationship. And this over time creates very hard feelings and very rough patterns of behavior. In example, punishment cycles, whether the punishment is physical, emotional, verbal, or a lack of response, as if it is in the silent treatment. So this kind of I'm expecting you to do this, you do that, you do the opposite, I do the punishment, you do whatever the agreed behavior to fix this is, and then we repeat the cycle and this can create feelings of resentment, feelings of disgust toward the partner that are very hard to repair. So it is easier to repair the relationship and the behavior we have towards each other before we put on luggage of resentment and hard feelings towards this other person, and then try to fix the behavior. And this is why it is good to listen to informative videos and audios and other things that might kind of signal you a red flag in your relationship and ask for your attention to fix things further. Resentment can inspire acting out in one of the partners. Acting out can inspire, condition hyper-vigilant behavior in the other partner, and it goes both ways. The hyper-vigilant behavior means fearing that you will do the wrong thing and you will get the same punishment again. In example, if I pick up the phone and the last time I picked up the phone when I was out, you were yelling at me because I was out. Next time I'm out and you're ringing, I'm afraid to pick up the phone, right? Or if you have, if your partner asks you about something in the home, or whether you did or didn't something, and you think, is this a trap? Is this a test question. Is there a right or wrong answer? You know, you feel like walking on eggshells before replying to that questions. You don't feel okay to just tell the things as they are because you are fearing rejection or fearing dramatic response from the other side. This is all part of the dysfunctional dynamics in such a relationship. This kind of leads to lack of autonomy or inability to make your own decisions or to decide about anything for a certain sphere in your life. So this is why I said, if you are not able to decide about things that every adult should be able to decide and is free to decide about, then you might need to pay more attention to your relationship and its dynamics. No matter how long have you been together so far, it can always fall in a pattern. It can sometimes be a pattern in which one of the partners pushes the relationship because that is what they know from their previous formative family patterns, right? So it is nobody's fault. It might be nobody's fault. It might be just the things that one or both of the partners are used to, and they're just keeping on taking on the same role again and again. So breaking this cycle involves employing open communication about these things and behaviors, pointing out the patterns, being supportive to each other, being a safe place to each other to point out a pattern. Maybe not in the moment when the pattern is going, but if you can create a safe place to talk for a short time instance about what happened and how to hear the other person, how that felt or what they understood from what happened, without judging and commenting and validating or disvalidating, like, no, it wasn't like that, I didn't say that, you didn't say that. It's not about what you really said. It is about what the other person perceived, and that is their reality. And if we're able to hear each other's reality, we might ponder upon that and realize what we want to change next. Just having the awareness that we are being perceived like that, although our reality is the complete opposite of that, might be helpful for further healing of the relationship. So setting boundaries is also a very important topic, but I don't have the time to cover that in one short video. Basically, boundaries allow people to feel like autonomous adults because it makes them capable of making their own decisions, right? And it kind of sets aside the elements of control or of fear. But this is really a very deep, very detailed topic, and we would just leave the boundaries topic for another time. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it's shown a ray of light over what may be unclear to you, what's going on, what you're missing, or what you had enough with in your relationship. And if this is the case, I encourage you to seek out a way to comprehend each other and to make your relationship a better place where both of you could thrive. Thank you very much for your attention. See you in another video. Bye bye.